Steve Heck thinks he can compete with me, but Steve Heck, no, you're not going to compete with me. I'm going to kick your butt every month. So I'll make sure of that. But how cool is that? That's the kind of atmosphere that we have. But if we start that within us, David, I would start up whenever we're going around people. Hey, what's your solution number? I like to challenge you. I did that after convention. That's how my butt was burning. I got a RVP out of Mike Evans' base shop hierarchy in Chicago, and I got one in Florida. That's how my butt was burning, man, because I needed to compete. Everybody over here, if you play sports, man, this is the perfect place to compete for financial freedom. All right, we need to compete with everybody. But in the process, when we're doing that, it's pushing everybody up. All right, competition is healthy over here. So I need for y'all. I've got a regional. Hey, Benjamin, can you please put your solution number right there? Benjamin, we're gonna lead from the front, okay? Any of y'all regional leaders right there want to challenge my regional leader? Put him on the chat right here. That's what we can get started right there. So he just called him out. Any of y'all's regional leaders, let's start the competition now. Why are we gonna wait till tomorrow? Okay, why are we waiting till tomorrow? Let's start that now. Okay, we got a whole lot of month going on, and let's get some competition going. Man, when David said he's gonna read up the scoreboard every month, we're gonna be on top of that scoreboard. Okay, who else is following with us? Let's light this up. Let's light this up, and we'll start from now. I've never really had an opportunity to be somebody until I came to Primerica. I was never competitive. I was always the quiet guy, but this opportunity gave me an opportunity just to be somebody and help people become financially free. I'm super excited about this, and it just doesn't turn off, David. It just doesn't turn off. My wife says I can't go to sleep at night because this just doesn't turn off. I'm always winding and turning because when are we hitting the next diamond? And that's the cool thing about it, man. I got a super team of guys in Alaska, Utah, and now we're building here locally with Diana Hirsch and her team right here. And let's get this going, man. I promise you, let's fight for this hierarchy to be the #1 hierarchy in the whole company by next convention. How cool is that? We can all do it if we all come together and battle this together. But check this out, guys. Once we start battling for David and Jill, your guys will see the same thing and they'll fight for you. Man, I'm super excited, man. I don't know how much time I got, David, but man, I'm ready to roll, man. Let's get this thing going.
Hey, Chris.
Right.
Hey, give us a clip note version of your story. Where are you from, et cetera?
Yep. So real quick, I came from the island of Tonga when I was 9. Really spoke no English at all. Came here as an illegal immigrant. Went to stole my neighbor's newspaper because we don't have white people back home, guys. So I didn't want to go see the ESL teacher, English as a second language. And when we came over here, when I went to high school, I wanted to go to college, but I couldn't go to college because you needed a social security number. Well, I didn't know what that was, so I couldn't go to college. Ended up working, getting paid under the table and just volunteering for church. That's all I did until I met my wife in 2003. So fast forward, guys, from the age of 9 till age 30, I finally got my social security number at age 30. All right, so that's why I'm very, very thankful for this opportunity called Primerica, because man, it gave me an opportunity to win because we came here for the American dream. So 2017, I met my RVP and upline, Jonathan Navarro. He introduced me to this and said, man, come partner with me. I'll show you how money works. And worst case scenario, in 4 and 5 years, you'll become financially independent. Man, I didn't know what that was. So I said, man, I decided to be coachable. So one thing that I teach you guys, all of you guys, the future RVPs, is be coachable. How often are you calling your coaches? Call them up every single day. I tell my guys that every single day. How often do I hear from you? But also, David, one thing that I'm telling my guys is, as we're recruiting big and going wide, I'm focusing on I got 3 of my 4 guys that will be RVPs within the next 3 to 6 months. But here's one thing that I tell them, David, be careful, okay? I want you to get big, but I'm recruiting outside of you, okay? I'm going wide. So I want you to get big with me, but be careful. I'm focusing on going wide because my mindset is I love you to death, but my mindset is you're gonna quit on me tomorrow. So what's gonna happen? If they quit on you tomorrow, you got to keep building. So that's why I always have that real conversation with my guys, and they're going to be big, David. They've got some things coming up, so we're super excited for that's going on, man.
Wow, my Lord, man. Hey, Chris, that is so awesome. Hey, by the way, hey guys, this is the group you're part of. Now think about this. Think about having a guy like that. There's only 28 of us, RVPs, on this call. I mean, and so man, just to be part of this group. No, Chris, he'll go to 100 by 100. He'll be he'll be one of the biggest builders in the whole company. And so we can all draft off of each other. And that's incredible. Benjamin, are you on, Benjamin? Is he
Yep, he's
there
right
with
here.
you?
Yep.
Hey, Benjamin, can you, I don't,
Oh, he can't unmute, Dave.
he can't unmute. So how do we, wait a minute. Okay.
I think I can unmute him. Hold on a second.
Yeah, can you unmute him?
Go ahead, Dave. Go ahead, Benjamin.
All right, there you go.
Hey, Benjamin?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, buddy. Hey, why don't you share with us? I mean, like I'm going to give you like 3 minutes, like I did Steve Heck. No, I'm kidding. But 5 minutes. Tell your story. You're moving from Atlanta. You're moving to Texas now. So you were the #1 future RVP of this group in premium and recruiting last month. And so anyway. How do you feel about everything? What's your story? Tell us your background.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Chris always told me when you get a chance to speak, don't take it lightly. Even if you're speaking in front of 2 people, I'm speaking in front of 66, so that's a big deal. And I appreciate you, David. Always, like Chris says, always give glory to God. And in terms of how I got to those numbers, we'll get to it in a minute. But that was thanks to my team. So go ahead and front that. Thanks to my team. But my story is very different than the other normal Primerica stories I've heard. I also am an island boy. I'm from New Guinea. I was born on the mission field in New Guinea. It's actually pretty near Tonga. And it came to the US, moved here when I was 17 years old. Proceeded to change my mind every week or so to do my life. Finance was always something I was interested in. And I tried a few different companies. I just couldn't get on board with the other companies' cultures, their environments. I'll just leave it at that. But I was working previously, my previous career was in senior health insurance, just senior health insurance. And I was open to new careers at the time when my contract was ending. And one of my friends was prospected by an RVP on Facebook, Cold Market Prospects. And my friend says, listen, I keep hearing about this Primerica. A couple of people reached out to me. I looked it up and I've seen reviews that some people say it's a scam, it's a pyramid scheme. You know about life insurance. Why don't you come on the appointment with me? And so my friend didn't join yet, but I did. That's my first presentation where I saw Primerica. That's and then as I had already basically made the decision to come under that RVP when I got a text from a very old friend of mine saying, hey, I'm getting a new financial license. I need help training. And so if he had waited a couple more days, it might have been too late for Chris. So but yeah, that's kind of the short story of how I got started. And in terms of being #1, that's a big deal to me. And I owe all of that, a few personal numbers myself, but I owe all of that to my team. And I think the key is to explain that is someone asked me to explain in 10 seconds what I do in my business. They had to go off the phone and they said, explain it in 10 minutes or 10 seconds. And I said, it's like Jesus made 12 disciples and they made disciples and then changed the world. And so that's it, is the duplication. I'm doing everything that Chris is doing, or at least I know what I'm supposed to do and just need to do it, which is most people getting started, you know exactly what you need to do. And so I'm doing everything he's doing, and my people, I'm not telling them anything differently than what I hear from Chris or from you, David. I don't have any more original ideas. I got rid of all of my original ideas, and business got a lot better after that. So, but yeah, if I listen to what Chris is teaching me, business does well. If my team all listen to Chris, then business goes very, very well. So I appreciate Lima, Simon, Vincent. You guys are on this call. listening to Chris's coaching.
Yeah. Hey, Benjamin, man. Yeah, I know actually the first time I actually met Benjamin, we had talked on the phone, was at the convention. We had lunch at the convention with Chris and others. And he just, you think about it. I mean, as a matter of fact, your girl, the missionary thing, I need to get back with you on that. But you know, again, like Benjamin said, he was born, you know, his family, they were missionaries. And that's one of the things I love about our team, love about, you know, the kingdom is you got people that love people. And that's a special thing. But so anyway, hey, so let me say we've been going, we got about 14 minutes. Let me just kind of wrap up here because I promise you, I don't want to waste anybody's time. I want us to be respectful of that. And but I appreciate everyone who has shared. I do
Leslie.
feel like this is a big deal. As a matter of fact, I told Jill, I was kind of like pacing around the house today because I know big things have small beginnings. And I know kind of me kind of throwing my head over the fence where we're headed and what we're getting ready to go do. It's a big deal. You know, guys, one thing we've got our guidelines, right? I hope all of you have your the copy of the Promotion Act guidelines. You got some dates written down because really that's what I'm into, promoting regional vice presidents. That's what we're going to do. And like I told Jill, my 4th month in the business, I told Jill, I said, man, well, you've hit the lottery. You married the right guy. No, I'm kidding. That was a joke. But anyway, I said, man, it's going to be like a rocket to the top because I know what I've got to do. I know what I got. It's all in writing. If I go do this, this, and this, then I'm a regional vice president. That's a 6-figure income. And, I know what I've got to do. I've got people willing to coach me, and I'm willing to put my hand to the plow. I'm willing to go work. And so it's going to be a heck of a show, what you're part of here. And so I told Jill that. And then we went and made it happen. I think you got to treat it very seriously. I told part of our base shop leadership this morning, I said, look, let me tell you, if you're not out there doing your name on like 10 transactions a month, there's no way you're full-time here. I mean, it's a joke. You can get lip service. You can say, oh, well, I just had a bad month. Are you kidding? As an entrepreneur, that's one of the things you've got to do is you've got to be your own toughest boss. If you're not being willing to do that, then you ain't gonna make it here. I mean, even part-time, full-time manager of a health club, going to college full-time, brand new married couple at 9 months. I always did 10 transactions a month, my name on them. So I got good at it. I heard a guy say the other day, he said 2 keys to being successful is being really good at what you do, right? And that was number 1. And then be well liked. In other words, be a servant, be authentic, be genuine. If you're well liked and you're good at what you do, game over, right? The other thing, you need to set some goals. What are your goals? I need 10 goals. I mean, some of y'all need to get my cell phone from your RVP or whatever, 601-502-3234. Send me your goals. I want to know what your goals are. Send me 10 goals, that you're going to accomplish the next, 5 short term, 5 long term. And let's go. And let's get personal here, right? This is not some little game, right? I mean, this is your freaking life. You got how many, you got one life, right? The next 20 years, it's going to pass. Can y'all believe next month is October? Right, this year is almost gone. So what are we doing? So we got to have a sense of urgency, like Chris talked about, And then come up with your focus list. What are the things y'all need to take this, get this from your RVP. I handed them out this weekend, a focus list, and fill one of these out every night of the things you're going to do tomorrow. You got to put structure in your life. You know, I make a game out of it. My focus list is the most fun thing I do. I add to my focus list every day. And you know what I do? You know what I love doing? Is I love accomplishing the list and then marking it off. I make a game out of it. It's fun, right? And then the last thing I'll say is you got to focus. You know, one of the things I talked about this morning is how do you focus? Well, one thing you need to do is limit a lot of the stuff we're listening to every day, like social media, the news, all that stuff. There's got to be a season in your life where you kind of narrow things down, and you may need to fast from the news, or whether you do MSNBC or Fox. I don't know. It doesn't politically, it doesn't matter to me, but you need to kind of narrow things down. This social media stuff is really, I mean, to me, it's kind of exhausting. So, but narrow your strategy down to what you're gonna focus on. Like, don't have some complicated 100-point game plan. Like, narrow it down to, like, you're gonna do these 5 things every week, or these 5, you know, like recruit so many people or so many transactions, whatever. I mean, but come up with 2, 3, 4, 5 things you're gonna kind of plates you're gonna spend, and then focus on that. Understand it's just for a season. You're not, it's kind of like when I went in the Army, I joined for 3 years, right? And I just, you know, that's what I did for 3 years. Understand this is for a season only. You don't have to live unbalanced like for the next 30 years, right? It's just for a short season. Your goals, think about it every day, how great it's going to be to go make it happen. Have that vision. By the way, you know what vision does? Vision gives you a burning desire, right? If you don't have a burning desire, that means you really have no vision, right? So you got to come up with something that sets your butt on fire. Realize how short your time is here, right? This, I mean, man, I'm turning next month 67 years old in October. Wow, I can't believe that. But and you can't go back, right? You can't go back. So, you know, the only thing you can do is make sure 10 years from now, you're not looking back with regret, okay, at what you didn't do now. Ask for help. Ask for help, man. Look, we're gonna actually, as we develop this, we're gonna get some coaches. We're gonna kind of assign some of you to not only your RVP, but also maybe another RVP to help coach you. Because, you know, coaches see things, everybody needs a coach, right? Everybody needs a coach. You know why? Coaches see things you don't see. And so many times it's so easy to get down in the weeds and you can't see the forest for the trees. So we want to do that. And then anyway, I guess the last thing I told our guys this morning, I said, guys, you know what? You talk to yourself every day, right? If you think about how often you talk to yourself every day, be nice. Be nice, you know, be nice to yourself. And that internal conversation, don't you know, don't let that happen, go negative. I mean, be nice to yourself. I mean, so, you know, I encourage you on that. Don't, you know, don't condemn yourself. I mean, we're so good at like being nice to other people, but we, you know, that internal conversation is not good, you know. So man, get up and be positive and encourage yourself and say, okay, you know what? Hey, David, I love you. We're going to have a good day. It's going to be a great day. Okay. and not just the negative stuff. So anyway, it is now 4 minutes till, so we're going to go ahead and end early. But
David.
just know that we appreciate y'all. Hey, Chris, you got something else to say?
Yep. I just wanted to, all the other RVPs, I got my guys and their rep ID numbers. I got a division and a district. So y'all throw your rep ID and let's challenge. Let's fight now. Let's compete now. Why wait till tomorrow? So I got Lima Kafusi from she's a division, but I teach my guys to play up. So she's looking to challenge a regional. We're not playing at the same level. So district, I got district leader Simon from Alaska. So if you got a division over there, throw them up over there and let's compete. All right, David, I just wanted to add that in there.
No, that's good. Hey guys, and by the way, you can see the comments. I'm gonna turn the camera off. I'm gonna leave it up a couple of minutes. Any feedback you guys have for each other, then I encourage you to do that if you want to post something or whatever. So and you can look at the comments. But hey, just know that we love you guys. I'm proud to be in business, and let's go win. Let's go have some fun. And I'm excited about this. Gary Baxter, thank you for coming up with kind of the vision of this. And Gary, you want to add anything, or maybe the
Well, yeah, I was going to say, for Benjamin and Chris, y'all did an awesome job. And the one thing we've always talked about for years, it's not so exciting always talking about the business, but it's really exciting when you're doing it. So I think that, for me and our team, we just looking forward to being a part of doing it, not talking about it. But y'all did a great job. Steve, love you. And, we got a lot of leaders, Dave, doing some great things. And it's going to be go time. This is just the beginning of this thing. It's going to get better and better and better. And as long as we keep putting up the people that are doing it, it's going to be great.
Yeah, and we got 63 people on. So what's going to be kind of fun to see is how this develops. I mean, that's what I'm excited about as far as seeing where we go from here and how big it's going to be. This is the first one. To me, this is as bad as it gets right here. So now we're just going to build, and we're going to move forward. And then VPs, if you have people, typically we want people on here that are licensed, have their life license, and district leader, typically. Now, if you want to call an exception or whatever, then you can do that as a VP. That's your head coach. But anyway, a life license and district leader. But if you're not a district leader, we'll get there like now, the next couple of weeks, the next 4 weeks. And so that's going to be great. So, yeah, but and guys, again, all of you have my cell phone, hopefully, 601-502-3234. So anything that Jill and I can do. And Jill's really excited about our partner segment. And we'll do that this next month. And so middle of October, we'll have our next call. So we'll do this like clockwork every month. We'll do not more than 1 hour. I promise you that. So anyway, we love y'all. Y'all have a great, let's have a big month, man. Big September. And again, Chris, Benjamin, you nailed it. Congratulations. Y'all were both #1. And so let's go build from here. Okay. Love y'all.